So I came back to the Philippines on the 3rd of July after having spent an entire month in Montreal, Canada, so that I can finalize my move to the Philippines. But I did not expect to come back to rain, to constant rain. Yes, I know that there is a rainy season in the Philippines that lasts for like 6 months, but I did not expect it to be this way, okay? It is raining constantly. And to top it all off, now there is a passing typhoon, okay? It's depressing. Seriously, it has been raining non-stop for over a week now. Honestly, I can deal with it. This is the first time that I am experiencing rain non-stop for over a week, but I have a dog, and this dog has to go out, okay, to pee and poop. But the dog cannot do that by himself. I have to go out with the dog, all right, under the rain. And it's a little bit annoying, but I gotta deal with it. So I wanted to make this video to tackle two aspects of this situation of the constant rain and typhoons / calamities in the Philippines. So the video is going to be twofold. We will first react to some funny videos of Filipinos who make the best out of this type of situation, okay? And it will probably show you their mental resiliency and their spirit, you know? But the second part of the video will try to get a little bit more serious and talk about the, I guess, negative aspects of typhoons and, you know, environmental catastrophes and calamities. But before we start, maligayang pagbabalik sa akin channel. Ako po si Ovela. I'm a sound engineer, beatmaker, and content creator on YouTube based here in Manila, Philippines. Yes, now that I'm living here, I get to experience everything that I've been seeing through a screen while I was living in Canada, because yes, I have reacted in the past to videos of Filipinos going through typhoons, all right? But this time, I'm actually living it. I'm not really living it because I still live in BGC, where I am protected, obviously, from the floods and such, you know, but still, I can see what's going on, that things have slowed down, that restaurants, you know, have closed because their workers cannot actually travel from their homes to their work due to floods and typhoon weather, you know? All right, I think now it is time to actually take it lightly a little bit, joke about it a little bit by watching these fun videos. Let's do it. Of course. Of course, they were gonna share and put the song Raining in Manila on top of this video. As a matter of fact, I literally just shared a story on my Instagram showing how the dogs are in the apartment, like just sleeping all day because of the weather here. And I put the song Raining in Manila on top of the story. So it makes sense. And these kids, look at them. Wow. That is so freaking dangerous. Okay, the first few shots, I'm okay with it, right? Like a couch floating on top of the water, people sitting on top of it, people swimming in the flood water. That's I guess fine. It's probably not very sanitary, but it's okay. This is dangerous. They are playing video games, I guess watching TV as well, with a flooded apartment. Do you know that electricity with water is a very bad combo? Filipino versus typhoon, by the way. Wow. He is chillin'. I mean, I kind of understand them because it can last for such a long time. You will be careful maybe the first few days, you know, couple first days, and then you're like, okay, well, if this is gonna last for like 2 weeks, might as well just have fun, you know? Oh, yes, I reacted to that one before. I wonder if I reacted to some of these. Oh, that is amazing. It looks beautiful. Oh, ah. I love it. It looks gorgeous. He timed it perfectly. So obviously I won't be able to play the song Raining in Manila due to copyrights. There you go. That was the first video. It was hilarious. It was a wonderful montage on Instagram. I thought it was on TikTok, but this was on Instagram. And by the way, this is the work of Joanne, my girlfriend. She's the one who told me, listen, man, since I spend a lot of time on social media, I found all these videos, you know, that portray how Filipinos deal with typhoon. You could talk about it, you know, you could react to it, but don't forget to also talk about it in a very serious manner, okay? So this was her idea, and I thought it was a great idea, which is why I'm doing it. Let's move on to the second video. Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, a garage, a parking has turned into a swimming pool and they are making the best of it. Wow. This is crazy, but seriously, this is true. I mean, it's been raining for over a week. What is he doing? Oh. He is fishing. He is fishing. He caught the fish. Let's go. Wait, I don't understand. Why was he hanging onto that thing if he could just walk? If it wasn't deep, you know, like the water was shallow. Maybe he did this so that he wouldn't scare the fish. Yeah. See, look. See, he could just walk. I guess that's his lunch or dinner. Isn't this the best combination ever? Karaoke and something is happening behind him. It seems like the typhoon is moving that big boat dangerously. Oh! Hey, at least he didn't get affected by the huge wave. He cannot sing, by the way. Good attempt, but he can't sing. Whoa, 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 whoa. It shows how strong the current is. I wonder where this is. And it's funny, because he is singing a song that's related to the Titanic, obviously, a massive boat, and, you know, there's a big boat behind him, so. Is the news. Easily, live from Manila.
Jeff, kanina pang umaga, pabugso-bugso yung ulan dito sa Maynila, kaya nakikita mo naman ay medyo hanggang...
Look at that, the amount of water. My goodness, this is in Manila. Not in BGC, but in Manila.
Bitina yung tuhod.
Overall, simula dito hanggang dito, kasama yung strap. Yan, yung strap na kapag ditanggal to. Yan, para siyang overall siya, overall.
Oh my God, look to where the water has risen. That is insane. It has surpassed his waist. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Canada when there is a snowstorm. Okay, so you get out in the morning and literally you're walking into the snow that is almost up to your waist sometimes, right? But the snow does not get into your house, so it's not that problematic. But here, this is ridiculous. This is gonna ruin everything in the house. A wedding during the typhoons? No. I guess when you don't have a choice, right? You have prepared for a wedding. You already probably paid everybody, the venue, everything. So you can't cancel. So you have to deal with it. Look at them. They are getting married in an area that's flooded. Look at his pants, man. Wow. I'm so sorry, guys. They are troopers. They are troopers for going through with it, man. For even like for the guests going to the freaking wedding. Oh no, seriously? Resilience, baby, resilience. Shout out to the couple, to the family. No freaking way. This is crazy. Like, seriously, why would you get married during the rainy season? Just don't. I know that sometimes you don't have a choice, or perhaps it's cheaper during the rainy season because of this, because this might happen, you know? But it's crazy to take the risk. Oh my God. Yo, she's taking it seriously. Water, no water, doesn't matter. That rhymed. Wow. Look at that. The guests are chilling. And just so you know, this is not sanitary water. There you go. All you can say is, congratulations, po. My goodness. All right. Well, I hope this was successful and that you guys are gonna have a wonderful and blessed life together. Vice ganda? No. Is that Vice ganda? What were they doing? Wait. Why are they rolling on the ground? Is that Vice ganda that is Vice ganda rolling on the ground. What is she doing? Ay nako, that's probably so that she can put it on social media and go viral. What? Vice? If the arguably the biggest star right now in the Philippines also has fun with the rain and the flood and the typhoon in the Philippines, then it really does, explain why the rest of the population also does the same thing. It's a thing here in the Philippines. You don't have a choice. Just take advantage of it. And clearly, Vice Ganda is successful. So the setting here is a little bit different. I can assure you that if you go inside Vice Ganda's house, it will be impeccable, okay? There won't be any floods or anything like that, okay? Okay, now that we are done reacting to the fun videos regarding the typhoons and catastrophes, environmental catastrophes here in the Philippines, let's just talk about this more seriously. So, Filipinos don't deserve to live life on survival mode. 11 years ago, Typhoon Yolanda made landfall in the archipelago, okay? Instant destruction with long-term devastation and recovery time. This is the reality of typhoon season in an archipelago right next to the Pacific Ocean, with little in terms of resilient structures and systems that can minimize the impact and damage they create. Thankfully, the people are resilient. 11 years after Typhoon Yolanda, the urgency to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions and strengthen climate resilience remains critical. Let us continue to call for improved disaster communication in the grassroots and far-flung communities, and fortified, proactive infrastructure and systems that protect us before, during, and after natural hazards. It was the country's most devastating natural disaster on record. 8,000 plus lives taken. And that reminds me, yes, here in BGC we're protected, okay? But I saw that a few people have lost their lives because of the floods during this period. So yes, we were laughing about it earlier. It's nice to take it lightly a little bit because it feels like that's all you can do, but it's not a joke. So it's better to actually fix the problem and prevent this from happening rather than just, deal with it once it actually has happened. 4 million homes destroyed. 14 million lives impacted, 33 million coconut trees destroyed. My goodness, 11 years rebuilding. That's such a long time. Yet 11 years later, we still lack reliable response systems that are proactive instead of reactive. That is so true, man. And they say we because they are speaking on behalf of Filipinos. Coastal communities build and rebuild after every passing of a storm. Do you know how exhausting and taxing this must be? Only to be capitalized by a recurring system of disaster and loss. Warmer seas power typhoons. As global surface and sea temperatures continue to rise with every passing year, the greater our climate conditions worsen, the more unpredictable and damaging these tropical cyclones will become. Typhoons get their energy from evaporating water. When water evaporates from the sea, it forms clouds. These are the basics that you learn in school. I've learned this when I was very, very young. And when the temperature is warmer, the evaporation is faster and much more water gets evaporated. And your typhoon also gets more energy, meaning it gets more powerful. In the last 30 days alone, Luzon and the island of Batanes were battered by a series of powerful cyclones back to back, guys. The Philippines is one of the countries most impacted by the climate crisis, with an average of 20 typhoons entering the PAR annually. Can you believe it? 20 typhoons per year, which is why they're so resilient, which is why they are so used to it, and which is why maybe they don't actually put the necessary effort to actually fix the issue, Island communities remain the most vulnerable to the effect of typhoons, being isolated from the mainland where I reside and lacking sufficient infrastructure to resist and withstand the blow from these devastating calamities. It's true. The Philippines does not deserve to make headlines only when disaster hits. From our experience with Typhoon Odette, locals' sustainable livelihood efforts really only gained more exposure and awareness through disaster response efforts in the wake of the storm, and that is not normal. Take it from us, we do not need to wait for natural calamities to hit in order to act. You have to do it prior. What can we do? Improve disaster and science communication lines, especially in the grassroots and far-flung communities. Formulate proactive, long-term, localized climate solutions instead of reactive, band-aid ones. Do not wait for things to happen to just, put a band-aid on top of it to fix it. No, you have to prevent. Stop romanticizing Filipino resilience. Yes, absolutely. It's good that Filipinos are resilient, but they shouldn't have to be this resilient. More than taking care of each other after disasters hit, we need to fortify localized systems and solutions that prepare us for before they do. With each tragedy, the destructiveness of tropical storms becomes more rooted in local memory, helping us to learn and adapt. So here is this doodle that represents very well the Philippines circle of life. I would call it even a vicious circle of life. So you get hit by typhoon, okay? The Philippines gets hit by the typhoon, then people lose possessions, homes, and even their lives, okay? Then they share, viral videos of flooding. Commend Filipinos for their bravery and creativity used for survival and, of course, their resilience, right? Then make insufficient changes to infrastructure, inadequate natural disaster planning. And we're back to getting hit by a typhoon. Instead, so this is what should happen. You first make sufficient changes to infrastructure and adequate natural disaster planning in order to either prevent you can't prevent getting hit by a typhoon. You will get hit by a typhoon, but prevent things going haywire and things being destroyed and lose lives, right? Or at least minimize the impact of typhoons on the country, Just break this cycle. It should not be this way. So yeah, it's fun to laugh about it, but I believe that we shouldn't come to that. It shouldn't come to that, Unfortunately, because things have not been fixed, all Filipinos can do is be resilient and laugh about it. But hopefully, the Filipino government will put the money to actually develop infrastructures to avoid all of this. So there you have it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on this video. Did you appreciate it? Thank you for clicking on my face in order to spend a little bit of time with me. Tell us in the comment section below your experience with either, what's going on right now in the Philippines or the prior typhoons if you experienced them. Don't be shy to let people know in the comment section below how a typhoon may have impacted you negatively, so that we spread our frustration, and maybe the government will eventually listen and try to fix instead of just putting a band-aid over the issue, Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And of course, if you found value in this video, do not hesitate to check out my other reaction videos right here.